Hey guys, it's Kaylee, and today's Top 5 Wednesday is books from before you joined the online book community, be that book bloggers, BookTube, Bookstagram, even Goodreads, books that you loved before you discovered all of this amazingness that exists on the internet. So I've gone with only series because a lot of these series are actually how I ended up finding the online book community, because I loved them so much that I wanted to know more about them, so I was googling them, seeing what other people thought of them, and then I was like, wow, so many book vloggers, so many booktubers, so many bookstagrammers. So let's get into the books. The first series is the Stravaganza series, which I feel like I've been mentioning a lot lately, but I just love this series so much. It's this fantasy series set in our world, but with a parallel universe that it's like Renaissance Italy. So these people go from our world into this world called Stravaganza, and they get up to a lot of adventures there. There's a lot of danger there, and it's just such a great series. And I read these when I was quite young. These I don't think had any effect on me getting into BookTube, because I read these when I was quite young. I didn't even think to look online for them, but just so good, guys. I still to this day love this series so much and really want to find the rest of them, because this is the only one I ever managed to find. Next is the Generation Dead, I want to say duology, but it might actually have been a series and I only ever read the first two books. I was obsessed with these books. These were like my post-Twilight obsession, like these cured my Twilight hangover. It's basically like Twilight but with zombies, and I love zombies, guys, so this was right up my street. Basically just all these kids in this town are dying, but they keep coming back to life, and it's like completely normal. People know that if someone dies in this town, they come back as a zombie. Like, zombies go to school with them. But then there's like a whole kind of, not race war, but species war, because, you know, normal kids don't want to sit next to a zombie because they're all convinced that they're gonna like be evil, and then a girl falls in love with one. Why you do this? Next is the Princess Diary series. Again, wow, this book is shiny. This I read as well when I was quite younger. I read most of the books when I was in junior school, and I think I only read this one when I went to high school, because this one I think only came out when I went to high school, or like as I was finishing junior school. And I love the series so much. I still love the series. I'm so trash for this series. I'm so trash for Michael Moskowitz. Like, I don't even know how many times I've reread these books. I just love them so much. Next is the Mara Dyer series, and this I think is one of the series that kind of got me into the online book community. After I read the first one, I just wanted to know more. I wanted to know more about Noah. I wanted to know if they were making a movie, and I found blog posts about it. I found bookstagrams about it, I found Tumblrs about it, any sort of online thing that I could find about the Mara Dyer series, and in particular Noah Shaw. I was sold. The Retribution of Mara Dyer ended up being one of the first ever book reviews I did, so yay for that. And lastly, the Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus series. I started reading the Percy Jackson books when I was in junior school, probably like grade 6. And then I got to the Titan's Curse, and I kind of just never carried on with it. I got about halfway through. For some reason I got bored. I don't know why, because I really enjoy the Titan's Curse now, and I just stopped. And then I picked them up later in high school when I found out about the Heroes of Olympus series. So I was like, okay, well, let me just finish Percy Jackson and then I can read the Heroes of Olympus series. And it was probably about after Son of Neptune that I started getting really into BookTube and Bookstagram and all of that. Percy Jackson, I think, was the gateway for me to get into Bookstagram. I would like search for Percy Jackson tags on Instagram, and there are so many Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus headcanon pages and fan art pages and edit pages, and that I really think was my entree into Bookstagram. And I mean, I have a Bookstagram now, so obviously I'm happy about that. This is where it really all started for me, guys. And what a beautiful day that was. So those are the 5 series that I loved before joining Bookstagram, and in some cases series that helped me find Bookstagram and BookTube and all this amazing stuff. I can't even tell you how happy I am that I found the online book community. It's such a happy place. Let me know what your favourite books from before BookTube, Bookstagram, etc. are. You don't even have to be a booktuber to do this. Like, even if you just watch a lot of BookTube, that definitely is going to influence your book buying habits and the kind of books that you like. Even if it's just books from before you started watching stuff or before you started looking at people's photos, anything like that. If they're from before BookTube, they might not be that hyped, even though all of the series on mine are pretty hyped. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!